I'm Roxie with Roxie's Broadway Breakdown. Welcome back to my channel, and today I am talking about divas in theater. There is no shortage of them and their bad behavior. You know, sometimes divas, directors and whatnot are willing to put up with their bad behavior because in the end they deliver. They deliver an amazing performance. But that doesn't really excuse treating people a certain way or acting out. One of the most notable divas is Patti LuPone. She has been known to stop a show cold and call out an audience member for using a phone or taking a picture, which you're not supposed to do during a show, but she will stop a show cold and call an audience member out for that. Last year, she tore up her equity card and said, "That's it, I'm leaving Broadway forever," which she didn't. She came back this year to co-star in the show The Roommate, which garnered Mia Farrow a Tony Award nomination, and Patti LuPone did not receive one. I don't know if that's because the performances were so different and Mia Farrow really did deserve one, which I'm sure she did because she got the nomination and Patti didn't, or that was Broadway's way of just rejecting Patti and saying, "You rejected us, we're rejecting you." Who knows? And then most recently, she was in a bit of a little, found herself in a wee bit of a mess because the theater that The Roommate was in butted up against the Schubert Theater, which houses Hell's Kitchen, the Alicia Keys musical. And she complained that the music was too loud and she insisted that they turn it down. How you turn down the music to a musical is beyond me. I mean, musicals are loud. I don't know how you expect somebody to turn it down, but apparently this offended the lead actress in the musical and she found it to be microaggressive. And Patti LuPone, who is known to be famously unapologetic, did apologize, wrote an apology if it offended anybody. I think because also a lot of people piled on to that and said, you know, really criticized Patti LuPone for her comments and asking that the music be turned down. I don't know if Patti LuPone is an actual racist or not, or how she intended those comments to come out and turning the music down, and it is an all-black musical. I don't know, and I don't know if there's more to the story behind it or whatnot, but at any rate, she did apologize and, you know, chalk it up to, I think, maybe many of the things that Patti has done over the years that's questionable and part of her diva-like behavior. Moving on to another diva, Rachel Zegler. This girl to me is a hot mess. You know, every project she seems to be involved in just keeps getting more and more outlandish, and all her antics and all her tantrums and just all the things she does. Most recently, she was cast in Jamie Lloyd's newest production of Evita, Andrew Lloyd Webber's probably crown jewel. I think it's his crown jewel musical, Evita. It's my favorite, certainly, and it's my favorite show, period. But when I heard she was cast as Ava Perón, I was like, that's a miscast. Just because I think vocally the role is so demanding and it takes a certain maturity to handle this role, which I thought she lacked in both. And so I thought, whose choice was that? Like, whose final decision was that? Was it the directors? Was it the producers? Was it a bit of stunt casting? Did they want the name? Which I don't think she's that big of a name, but I'm sure she has a lot of fans. At any rate, it has proven to be a bit of a mess. She's been throwing tantrums. She's questioning Jamie Lloyd's direction. She's questioning everything from set to lighting to costumes to choreography. She's been storming off stage. There's been some rumors that security's been called to a couple of rehearsals, escorted her out. The cast has been in mutiny, saying if she goes on, we're not. The producers are pulling out their hair. Like, what do they do? I mean, the show opens next week, June 14th. There's been some rumors that the replacement's been rehearsing. Do they officially get rid of Rachel Zegler? I don't know. I just looked up on the website. It still shows her starring in it. So I don't think they've officially fired her. There are some rumors, yes, they have let her go, but I don't know if they have officially let her go. So, because on the website, you're buying the tickets and she's still starring Rachel Zegler. If this show flops and they go in the red and it bombs, I do blame whoever, you know, made that casting decision. One, I think it was a miscast from the get-go, but if they thought they were going to get some big, huge, oh yeah, let's get Rachel, they should have known that this girl just comes with, you know, a lot of drama. I mean, she proved that in certainly the Snow White drama. That movie flopped. Even Steven Spielberg, during West Side Story, there was rumors that he had trouble with her. And oh my gosh, I mean, if you're questioning Steven Spielberg, I mean, I admit that wasn't my favorite remake of West Side Story, but if I were cast and Steven Spielberg told me to do, you know, X, Y, and Z, I'd just say, I'd shut up and say, yes, sir, Mr. Spielberg. So, you know, I think this girl just, you know, is just self-destructing. She's getting in her own way of a career. And regardless of her talent or whatever, you know, she's not making any friends. And this goes to a larger point. Theater is a small community, and your reputation precedes you. And there is a huge difference between confidence and conceit, which is what this all sort of boils down to. It's good to have confidence. You need confidence in this business. And when you walk in confident and aware of your abilities, assured of your abilities, and comfortable in your own talent, knowing your strengths and weaknesses, and people can see that, that draws people into you. You're friendly, you're, you know, people like you, you're professional, you're disciplined. That's a big draw. If you're conceited, that repels people. You think you know better than everybody. You look down on people. You think, ugh, they're not as talented as I am, whatever the reason. And that's just a big repellent. That's a turnoff. It's like, ugh, I don't want to work with that person. I know if I'm casting a show and I see somebody with just as much talent, equally talented people, they're right for the roles. I have person A, person B. They're both right for the role. One is just, you know, very confident. I can see their abilities. They're a pleasure to work with. I can see I'm going to have a good time for the next several weeks or months or however long I have to work with them. And one is just a real bear. It's like, oh, I can't get past that personality. I am definitely going to work with person A for sure. So keep that in mind. You know, if you are self-aware enough to go, am I a confident person or am I a conceited person? Just be self-aware in this business, because one will get you a lot farther along. All right, there you go. Until next time.